Hi guys, today I'm going to start by showing you how to change a tire using the two things that are given in your car for if you have a flat tire or something goes wrong while you're on the road. After you take the cap off to access the bolts, you want to loosen the nuts with the wrench before you put the jack on. If you don't do that, then there's a chance that as you're loosening the nuts, you could knock the car off the jack, which is very dangerous as you do this. Once you have them all loose, you're going to want to put the jack under the correct spot of the car, and then you can start turning the jack up. Now that I have the tire off the ground, I'm going to start to loosen the bolts all the way off. You can get them to a point where it may be easier just to do it with your hands. Now that I have all 6 of the bolts off, I can now grab each side of the tire like this and very carefully pull it off, like that. Once you've taken your tire off, you're going to want to find the spare tire in your car, usually in the trunk of your car, or like mine, it is actually under the outside trunk of my car. Once you have gotten your spare, like I have here, you're going to want to very carefully put it back on so you do not strip any of the bolts. Once you've got the tire back on, you want to start to hand screw all the bolts back on. Once you've hand tightened them all back on to the bolts, you're going to want to then start to screw them on to where they are pretty firm on the tire, but do not keep turning past the firm stage while it is lifted, because there's a chance that you could force the car off the jack, and that's very dangerous. So you want to get it pretty firm and then lower the jack all the way and then really crank down and tighten it as hard as you can. Checking them again for snugness. Right, they're now all firm, and I'm going to slowly lower the jack so that the tires rest back on the ground. Last step would be to go around and use all your body weight and tighten the bolts as hard as they can, but do not go in the circular motion. Hop around so that you do not screw up the threads of the bolts. And once you've done that, you just want to add the little cap back on to cover it up. There you go. That's how you change a tire on a car.